There we are. Look at that. It's welcome. It's the birthday Thursday night edition of the Birds Breakdown, and we ain't breaking down a game. We're going forward with a game. That's what I'm talking about. Oh yeah. Welcome. I appreciate everybody coming out. You know my man John, and I am the Philly sports guy, and we are here at Dolans in Ridley Park. Dolans in Ridley Park, and I tell you, we got a SmackDown coming tonight. A SmackDown where I told you. How long have I been saying, John? How long have I been saying that? The season starts tonight. The season starts tonight. The season starts tonight. And the Giants are always the start of our season. And it's game day today. I tell you, I didn't want to even I didn't even want to go to the game tonight. As much as I love going. That's right. That's right. That's my man over there. We're gonna have a bunch of people stopping real fast, say hello. But I tell you, I didn't want to go to the game tonight. I wanted to be able to share it with fans and stuff like that. Like I said, we don't get to go to many games, and get to watch many games. And here it is. I'm here with you. Normally, I'm watching Union games with him, and tonight is the night. Tonight is the night. And I tell you, the Giants are going down hardcore tonight. Hardcore tonight.
And we got some key players back. You got we got Lane Johnson, we got Deshaun Jackson. I mean, we'll see what Deshaun can give us tonight. He'll still give us maybe 2 receptions, but obviously he's not the burner that he once was. And then you get Avonte Maddox back. So you get another corner that's going to come back. I feel really good about this team.
Right. And I tell you, and it's only going to get better. This is where we right the ship. This is what I've been talking about. Like everything up to this point, you had the 4 games, and that was kind of preseason. And then you had 2 really tough games. These teams are going to be able to compete for the AFC Championship over there. So it's interesting. They're going to be fighting each other to try to who's going to win the NFC North or the AFC North.
And you could say that those 2 games are preparation for what the Eagles are going to go through going forward. Because they went through 2 tough teams.
Correct.
And now you got the Giants, you got the Cowgirls. These are back-to-back games. Let's face it, we should win both of these games.
Absolutely. The Cowboys are in disarray right now. They have been. I heard so much stuff. And I tell you, I knew that was coming. I could smell that a mile away. There's a reason why they got rid of him in Green Bay. And then you got the Clapper there tonight. We got the Clapper on the other side of the field tonight. He don't clap as good as me, but that's okay. And we're going to be smacking them down tonight. Smacking them down. Oh, yeah, them Giants are going to be midgets tonight. But there are a couple things that the Giants do well. The Giants got a fantastic corner that's able to they're going to try to take out Fogel. That's their thing tonight because there ain't nobody else that's really going to be able to. I mean, right now, if you take out Deshaun Jackson out of the mix, Quez Watkins, I thought Quez Watkins was going to be a player tonight. He's not even on the field tonight. Not even on the field. So it's going to be Deshaun Jackson. It's a Deshaun Jackson show. And it's going to be I think he feels like he's got something to prove. I feel like that he didn't like what everybody was talking about on Instagram.
Yeah, I think they need to use him correctly. I don't think you need to use him on every single play, but maybe on those key 3rd down plays. We've seen success early on in the year with him on those curl routes, those little soft patterns. Those are different things you can implement with Deshaun Jackson. It's going to be tough today because you can't run the ball. I don't know how effectively we're going to run the ball yet.
So I'm interested. I am very interested to see. I know. So Hurts is going to be one of the main weapons in this game. At one point they're going to have 3 quarterbacks on the field. And that is going to be very interesting to watch to see how they use that. I'm not a big fan of the trick play. I don't really care for stuff like that. But when it comes down to, hey, listen, we got to win these games now. This is no longer a joke. We're not playing here. We got to start to win these games. I don't care how we do it, as long as we do it. And I tell you, there ain't no better time than to figure it out. Because the Giants are always going to play tough. They're not going to get rid of us. We're not just going to walk over them. This is the Giants.
They know we've been beating them up, too. They're going to come motivated.
We have beaten them 11 of the last 12 games. 11 of the last 12 games. And the last 7 straight.
I get it, you guys got the Super Bowls, but let's face it, the Giants are the little brother.
Oh, yeah.
They are the little brother.
The Eagles are their daddy. They are their daddy. That's right, because we have been. And even when we're not smacking them down, we pull it out in the end. We put it. I tell you, because now this brings me back to a little story. My favorite, yeah. So I only tell one story here because it's the reason why I have the jersey. My first tackle in this jersey was Brian Westbrook on the vet turf. But realistically, I tell you, the best play, the most famous play that I love, beyond everything else, was Brian Westbrook. Brian Westbrook running that punt return back against the Giants. And
that gets so overlooked, dude. Like, to me, that's the miracle.
That's number two. That's the number two, not number three. And I understand because they're calling the miracle when it's the end of the game. But I tell you, there was a minute and 30 seconds left, and the Giants were beating our butts the entire game. And then next thing you know, I remember that was the only play that I saw that game. I had a date, and the date took me out on a Sunday. She was angry at me because I would never give up a Sunday. So I gave up a Giant Sunday, and I came back just in time to watch that play. I got on the phone with my brother, and I had my uncle in the background who was a 49ers fan, and he was yelling at me. He's like, yeah, the Eagles suck, blah, 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 blah. Next thing you know, I'm jumping and going crazy and running around, doing my thing. I'm watching how they're talking about the Eagles and Giants here. So, yeah, because I saw my buddy Rocky Balboa doing his thing over there. That's right. We're watching the preview here. That's right. Carson Wentz.
I think that's perfect. This is the perfect mantra the Eagles need right now, that fighter mentality. They've been getting beaten up. The last 2 weeks they've gotten beaten up, but this is their time now to step up and do the beat. You know what I mean?
I tell you, Carson Wentz was put on his butt 16 times, shook it off, just brushed it off, and got back up and did his thing. And I tell you, it's going to be a lot more tonight. He ain't going to be on his butt though. Get Lane Johnson back. We got rid of that guy who was fixing his gloves. You know, what was Javon Brown? Because he wasn't Jerome Brown. Because I know a couple people said Jerome. No, Jerome.
Well, he got signed back onto the practice squad, so hopefully doesn't ever see the 53-man roster again, right?
Did he get signed back? Because ain't nobody going to want that guy. No, I'm sitting here and I'm watching the fighter because they got the fighter going on. They're doing all the Rocky stuff. Go Birds. Yeah. Go Birds. That's what I'm talking about.
I'm interested. You know what I'm interested for? This Jason Huntley I keep hearing about. So he's been put on the depth chart as a third-string running back. This is the perfect opportunity. We keep seeing in the past 2 years someone we never even heard of just step up. Could this be the Jason Huntley game? Get the 100 yards against the Giants? Who knows?
Could be very well. Yeah, I expect that they're going to use Hurts. You know, Jalen Hurts is going to be used a lot. So it's very interesting. Very interesting to see how this all goes.
I think he needs 6 to 10 plays. Him implemented in some sort of way, whether he's lined up at quarterback, lined up at running back, even wide receiver, finding different ways to use him. Because he's definitely, like we talked about it on Monday, like against the Ravens, when he came in the game, he created a spark for that running game. And hopefully we can keep seeing that. But obviously, you know what I want. I want to hit those. I want to hit in between the tackles. I want to hit down the field.
That's why I've been saying no. Just tons and tons in between the tackles. That's where we are strongest. That's where we're strongest.
I think Boston Scott will have a good game. Remember last game of the season last year? He killed the Giants on catching the ball. He was killing them catching the ball. I want to see him get implemented in the passing game a lot more. Take the role that Miles Sanders typically would have on these plays. I think he's going to destroy that Giants.
It's going to be a lot of fun tonight. And I tell you, I don't know why you guys aren't here. You guys need to be coming to Dolans. And I tell you, there's going to be some people showing up here in a little bit. I got some friends coming. I got a whole bunch of people showing up here tonight. It's been fun so far. We got about 30 people, but there's still room. We're allowed to have 250 people here. We got all the places all worked out because we're all wearing. You got to wear your mask. Obviously, we're not wearing our mask right here because we're talking to you guys. You ain't going to hear us if you got something over my mouth, but that's all right. That's all right, baby. And I tell you, thank you for all the birthday love. I only get to see some of these messages here. So I don't know if everybody's doing it, but I tell you, I appreciate all of the love. Thank you very much for all the birthday love. And I tell you, it's fun tonight, baby. I have been super excited. Oh, I fully believe. Look at it. Look at they're showing. The gap in his teeth himself. Michael Strahan. And I tell you, he's all Giants up still. all Giant stuff. He dances with the stars. He plays it. He looks skinny, is what he does. He looks really skinny. But good for him. Good for him. You know what I mean? He's older now. He's doing great.
I'll tell you what, I'm glad he's not hitting my quarterback anymore. Let's put it that way.
But he only had a couple of games where he was able to do that against Fletcher Cox. They're showing Fletcher Cox on the screen. Oh, baby. Oh, yeah.
He needs a big game.
He did have a sack last game.
I want to see that push because this is a terrible O-line.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
I know Malik Jackson either.
No Malik Jackson, but I tell you, the best defensive lineman right now in league, Brandon Graham. 5 sacks, 8 tackles behind the line of scrimmage. Those numbers are not touched by anybody else in the league right now. So.
Interesting too. Let's see what Javon Hargrave can do with no Malik Jackson. Like, he hasn't been what we thought he would be when we signed him, right? We think he'd be that Timmy Jernigan type of guy. He really hasn't been that Timmy Jernigan type of guy. So this is the perfect game for him to show out and gain some confidence. It's really what you want from him.
I also expect a really good game from Sweat. Sweat is going to have he's been doing really well, and he's going to have a really a good matchup so that he's going to be able to do his thing. And I tell you, it's definitely something that you want to get a part of because you're going to watch this game. It's going to be a lot of fun tonight, and we're going to be sitting here going crazy on my birthday. You know what I mean?
It's Giants W on his birthday. Let's go.
Hey, this is a lot of fun. Listen, I'm glad that you guys are joining me and such like that. And joining us here on our show. I know that this was like a makeshift thing going on. I normally have a lot of things happening. I tell you, I want to give a big shout out to Dolans of Ridley Park. They let me do all this stuff here. They hooked me all up. Made sure that I was Let's go, Anunu in the house. Anunu in the house. Yeah, I tell you, it's where we're doing it. It's a big party tonight. I got all the people coming over and hanging out and stuff like that. They got all Eagles jerseys. Not one blue. No blue in the place. No blue in the place.
Sixers season, not right now.
Yeah, it ain't happening tonight.
Let me ask you, because obviously you've been a longer Eagles fan than I have, right? I want to know because this is we were talking about on Monday. This is a decorated rivalry. What is your favorite Eagles Giants game of all time?
So my favorite moment in Eagles history is that run back. So, and I only got to see I mentioned that beyond Philly. Like that's just that was one of those things that I just kind of remember. For all time. But I'd say there's so many different memories that I have of the Eagles. Like I was alive when they did the Miracle of the Meadowlands one. I remember when they got Pisarcik the next year. You know what I mean? They brought him on the Eagles afterwards. You know what I mean? And those are the types of things. I'll never forget Randall Cunningham. And you see that I wear his jersey all the time, getting hit by Carl Banks and staying up and then throwing the touchdown pass. I remember that game like it was yesterday. You know what I mean? I was like 12 years old when that happened. And so there's so many great memories. Of course, Deshaun Jackson, doing
that's
that.
My Miracle. That's what I grew up with.
You know what I mean? Of course, it was claimed by Miracle of the Meadowlands too by Mike Quick. But those are the things. Like I said, that's really number 3. That's really number 3 because I still count Westbrook. Westbrook is number 2. You know what I mean? And just we've always beaten them. Just always beaten them. It just for as long as I can remember. Like even during when they went to the Super Bowl and beat Brady. And I tell you, I'll actually admit it. I rooted for the Giants against Brady. You know what I mean? That's and I don't like the Giants. I don't like the Giants, but I rooted for the Giants against Brady when they caught that football on his head. And I still so you think about famous moments of the Giants history. When he caught the ball like this, you know what I mean? Everybody remembers that play. Of course, it wasn't against the Eagles. It was against Cleveland, I think, or somebody bad. It didn't matter. It wasn't against the Eagles because they didn't do that against the Eagles. But I do remember what's his name scoring 3 touchdowns on the Eagles and then shooting himself in the foot. That's what I remember that too. You know what I mean? Just what was his name? What was his name? He was. Come on, everybody! Come on, somebody give me some message here. He was a Giants receiver. Scored 3 touchdowns on the Eagles. Went into a club and shot himself in the foot. Barris, that's it. Plexico. Plexiglass burst. That's right. Oh, that's a Steelers thing. That's a Steelers thing. Plexico. All that Steelers hate that I get. I love getting the Steelers hate. But that's what I'm saying. Go Birds. Go Birds. And like I said, we just get warmed up. Thank you, Jason. I appreciate that. Yeah, like I said, Plexico. Here we go. We got everybody coming up telling about the Plexico Birds. That's right. It was Plexico because, like I said, he torched the Eagles that one game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I think about all of the things, like all the times Eli. How many times did Eli beat us? Like 6.
When they won those 2 Super Bowls, he definitely beat us on those years.
No, he didn't. They split with us both those years.
Well, at home?
Well, I think we won at home and they won on the road.
I do remember the second one. Victor Cruz torched us. That was the Namdi game. Victor made Namdi look like a free agent, undrafted free agent quarterback.
Right. Well, that was when everybody started to do the non-D hate. You know what I mean? And that was the last time that the Giants were any bit good against us. You know what I mean? They didn't really haven't done much against us at all. Not at all.
Lately, they've just had a culture issue. Like they've had all this, they had Odell and that whole, locker room situation.
That's right. Go Birds.
Go Birds.
Go Birds.
And I think that's why they went with Joe Judge, even though Judge doesn't have the full. He wasn't like an extended experience as an assistant, right? So I think they just wanted to implement discipline, change the culture with the Giants, but. Yeah, who knows if they'll be good. But for right now, they're just going through the bumps and bruises. And tonight, it's just going to be a little bit more bruising for them, for sure.
Exactly. And, Joe Judge is from up in, where's he from? Lansdale. From Lansdale, Pennsylvania. So he's in the Philadelphia region. And I heard a funny stat from him today that in preseason, thank you, Julie, I appreciate it. In the preseason, if you missed an assignment, like if you were doing practice and missed an assignment, he had the guy run the laps. Not only did he have the guy run the laps, he had the coach run the laps with him. So it's and that I tell you, there's something about that. When you start treating guys like kids because you don't, hey, listen, the culture stinks around here and we got to change it. There's something to be said for that, because the guys are like, well, you gonna treat me like a little kid? Well, don't mess up then. Yeah, you're getting paid a lot of money to do this job, and I can appreciate that. So I can appreciate when a coach, and of course he's Philly bred. I don't want him to win this game, but I want him to start to do well because of that. You know what I mean? That's why I just like Matt Rule. He did his thing for Temple. You know what I mean? And now he's out with Carolina. Those are the types of things when they bring it to Philly and they do Philadelphia right. Then I want to make sure that they do it right. But they don't win today because I ain't interested in them winning today. Not even a little bit. You know what I mean? Because I tell you, it's Birds Day today. It's my Birds Day. Yeah. EAGLES Eagles. Oh yeah. And we're just getting warmed up. We're just getting warmed up.
Down the lake. Shit.
I tell you, they're gonna hear me. Let's go. Ricky Waters. Dirty Waters. That's Dirty Waters right there. The number 20. Before Dawkins, there was Dirty Water. Get 'em high and watch your Eagles fly. Fly, Eagles, fly on the road to victory. EAGLES Eagles. You hear that, baby? Oh, yeah. And we're just getting warmed up. We're just getting started, baby. We are just getting started. Why aren't you here? You need to be coming over here. Coming here. The Dolans in Ridley Park. It ain't nothing but a good time. And it's a birthday party. Oh, yeah. That's right, Ryan. Oh, yeah. Thank you. I appreciate the birthday love. It's a fun day today. Like I said, I've been talking all of this time, that the Eagles season does not start until we play the Giants. And I tell you, and it's not, you think about this, and it took us to the last 4 games of the season, and we're going to be playing the Giants, not just now. We play them now, and then we play Dallas, and then we go back. We go on a bye week, and then we go back to the Giants again.
No, so Philly sports that. Like the thing is with the Eagles, because we put ourselves in this situation, like we unfortunately have to win every single division game we have left. Because you got to think about it, we still got a tough road when it comes to non-divisional games. So we just got to take care of business in the division. Tonight starts that.
Right.
You get the Washington game, you sweep the Giants, you split the Washington football team, and you sweep the boys.
Right. That's right. That's right. And then it won't matter after that because 6 or 7 wins could win this division right now. And it sounds really scary, but the truth of the matter is that when you have 7-win teams, I tell you, I know of 2 specific 7-win teams that wound up winning their playoff game. You know, the Seahawks won theirs, Seahawks won there, and what was his name? He used to kneel all the time. Tebow! He was the last one. I wore number 11 before Carson Wentz showed up. Tebow time. That's right. He was an Eagle for a half.
What do you Carson say?
Yeah! That's right. Oh, we got. Oh, the tank showed up. The tank showed up, baby. We got Hollis Thomas in the house tonight. That's what I'm talking. He's looking. I got Tank. He's looking like a beast. Oh yeah, we might need him on the offensive line. Just to be able to block some stuff. He's doing his thing. He's drinking. He's having a good time. Oh yeah, that's right. Because it's a birthday party tonight. Oh yeah, and it's a Giants beatdown. It's a Giants beatdown. Oh yeah, it's a lot of fun. I'm gonna try to get him on here a little bit. I want him to settle down a little bit. He's all hot and sweaty. I want to get him relaxed because he's got a long night ahead of him. He's going to be cheering a lot tonight. I think so. What do you think? I want to ask you first. What are you thinking on the score for tonight?
Tonight, I think the Eagles are going to take care of business here. I think it's going to be close through 3 quarters. But remember what happened last year at home? The Eagles turned it up in that 4th quarter and won that game. And that's really what started the 4-game streak. And so I think tonight it's going to be similar, same way, where the Eagles are going to turn up in the 4th quarter, kind of like the Niners game earlier this year. I think the Birds are going to win 28-17. I think Carson's going to have a great game. He's going to, again, put the team on his back. I think I really like this Jason Huntley guy. I think he's going to have a big game here. If he can give us even 60 yards on the ground, that's huge. Jalen Hurts does this thing as well. Dawson's got this thing to catch the ball. And don't forget, Mr. Fulgham.
Fulgham's going to have a tough day today.
He's already a Hall of Famer, right? So let's get him his catch. Let's get him a touchdown here.
Exactly.
I think Richard Rodgers as well. He's been serviceable. He hasn't been dominating one like a Zach Ertz or Dallas Goedert, but Carson likes his tight ends. It's a nice safety blanket. I like our Birds 28-17.
How about what's his name? Crude.
Give us 2.
I tell you, that's right. He was standing there. He was like,
on an island.
They forgot about me over here. Here I am. Let me score a touchdown. And hold on. There was nobody within 10 yards of him. Not 10 yards. And I tell you, it's only going to be a lot more fun tonight. I tell you. So you got Rodgers and Groom, and then we have Maya Lotta, who's been doing they got the song again. Oh, you can't start. Let's go. Yeah! Come on. Why aren't you guys here? Why aren't you guys here at Dolans in Ridley Park? Why aren't you guys here? It's too much fun to have. It's a birthday party. It is a birthday party. You know what I mean? Because I ain't getting no younger, but I still don't know what I want to be when I grow up. Yeah, I know it. That's right. Eagles fly on the road to victory. Oh, Eagles fly. Score a touchdown. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Hit 'em low, hit 'em high, and watch your Eagles fly. Fly, Eagles fly, on the road to victory. E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles! Let's go. Okay, so what do you think is going to happen tonight? What do you think is happening tonight?
Better win my parlay and go Birds! Birds by 1,000, baby!
That's right. Oh, yeah! breaking records, NFL records if we win by 1,000. I ain't seen that many points scored. Hey, listen, but I expect them to score 31 points tonight. So I'm gonna tell you, the offense has been moving, and now that they kind of have everything sort of in place a little bit, and not like we're gonna have 3 or 4 starters in for the entire game. I think that Carson Wentz is going to step up. He's going to show exactly what he can be like. He's going to show a little bit of that 2017 flair, and just and I think that this is going to be a smackdown of epic proportions. It's going to put the rest of the NFL and definitely the rest of the NFC on notice tonight. We're going to be able to put it all together tonight. And this is where we start to move the ball. And once that boulder gets moving, it's not going to stop. And we're just going to tank over people. That's right. We got the tank here tonight. We got Hollis Thomas here tonight. Oh, baby. They're showing Swoop. We're showing the Broad Street Bullies. They're showing Old Eagles. I tell you, it's exciting tonight. I'm sitting here and I'm watching it all. Cool. Oh, yeah. That's right, baby. That's right. They're showing. Look at that. It's so exciting. It's so pretty. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, man. I'm just like, I'm all hyped up. Because I tell you, they're showing old Giants things like when the Tuna was coaching them. How many times did we spank the Tuna down? That's right. Oh, baby. It's just getting hyped up. We're just getting hyped up. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. That's right. Let's go. I'm sitting there and I'm watching a little bit of this. That's right. Love Broad Street. Yeah. I tell you, and we're getting a little excited here.
Tank on here.
You think whatever you got to do. All right, so listen. That's right. We're gonna get him on here for a minute. I said I don't want to take too much of his time. I said he's here to hang out and enjoy himself and not do like shit with me. You know what I mean? But it's my birthday today. You know what I mean? It's my birthday today, and I get to do what I want to do on my birthday, right? It's my birthday, and I get to scream if I want to. Yeah, that's right. Oh, they're all excited tonight. And I'm watching that Mr. Gap in his teeth. Talk about how good the Giants are. And I tell you, the Giants ain't doing nothing. Tonight. No way. That's what I'm talking about. I tell you, and I expect this to be a little bit of a closer game. This is still an NFC East battle, but I feel like that we're going to pull away towards the end, and it's going to go. Once we get those things in motion, the Giants aren't going to be able to stop us.
I mean, you also got to get the pass rush going too. Daniel Jones, he's been pretty much the offense for the Giants also.
And I have been talking about it. Pick six, Daniel Jones. Since the moment he got drafted. He was drafted number 6. Pick 6, Daniel Jones. And I tell you, tonight it happens.
It's like, come on.
You know what? And ain't it about time, Darius? You know who else it's about time for? The guy I shared a hair with. The Green Goblin. The Green Goblin is going to get his tonight. It's going to be his tonight. Oh, man. Thank you for the birthday love. I appreciate all the birthday love. I'm sorry I do not get all the messages here because we're too busy talking and doing our thing. I tell you, it's been a lot of fun here tonight, and we're going to be doing our thing. Yeah, like I said, we're going to be here all night long. I'm all set up, ready to go. You can see the lights. We got here just to show you kind of what the setup is. There's our TV there. We got, let's see, you got the big screen in the background over there. You got another screen over there. We got a tent. We got the bar. We got everything going on. We have everybody. Everybody is doing our thing tonight. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Tonight. But I tell you, we're going to be doing so. Like I said, and we're still back on Monday. just so that you know, we're still back on Monday over at Tonic. So we got to do our thing. There's another football team that's playing this week. Ain't there? Ain't there another football team real fast?
We got the Union Saturday night against Toronto. Listen, we still hate Toronto, Philly. Let's not forget about the Blue Jays when it gets us in 93.
Oh, I remember.
And let's not forget about the Raptors last year. Union and Toronto, always a great game. And this is for the overall best team in MLS. So it's pretty big.
Number one in the league. Number one in the league. So listen, Saturday night, and it's a home game, right? It's a home game. So you know what? A Philly sports guy may have to get dressed up for that. They might have to get dressed up for that. That's right. That's right. Because you ain't seen the Union guy. You ain't seen the Union guy out there and about. But that Philly sports guy's got a Union look, baby. Oh, yeah. And for first place in the MLS, how do you not bring it out? Hey, you not bring it out. Because they definitely got the better record right now. And yeah, they said they've been doing everything. Toronto, oh, yeah, we got the Canadian guy, Chris Palme. Chris Palme, he's an Eagles fan. But he's definitely a Canadian. And he's always rooting for his Canadian boys out there. Don't worry. The Union going to take care of them. Baby. That's right. So, and I tell you, I unfortunately, I'm going to have to come back on a little while, maybe over at halftime to get Tank on. I don't want to interrupt him. He's doing his thing and relaxing and stuff like that. So, but anyways, I appreciate if you guys want to come out. If you ain't doing nothing, come out to Dolans at Ridley Park. I tell you, I appreciate everything that they did today. They allow me to set myself up. They give me my own television to do my thing here with you guys. It's been nothing but a good time. And it's game day. We're getting started. We're just getting warmed up, baby. E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles. Yeah, baby. Fly, Eagles, fly for my birthday, baby. Go Birds. Yeah. Game starts here in less than 20 minutes. We're going to get rolling here. But thank you guys for joining us. And I tell you, we're doing our thing tonight. Go Birds, baby. Go Birds. Yeah. Hey, listen, enjoy the game, guys. Enjoy the game. Go Birds. Yeah.
Go Birds. Go Birds.